Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are making fresh, odorless, white, smooth fufu from scratch. No shortcuts, no fufu powder, just the traditional method from start to finish. Without wasting any time, let's get cooking. I started by peeling off the cassava. And before buying cassava in the market, always ask the seller if the cassava was uprooted that same day. Freshly harvested cassavas ferment faster and gives better results. If the cassava is not freshly harvested, you can add a small amount of potash when soaking it. This will make it ferment very well. And you can actually soak cassava with the peel still on, but there is a disadvantage. It usually turns dark or black after squeezing the cassava paste. Peeling it before soaking helps it stay beautifully white. So after peeling it, I washed and soaked it in a water. I left it to ferment for 4 days. After 4 days, the fermentation was complete. It was time to extract the fufu paste. The cassava had softened nicely, so I started squeezing it to extract the smooth fufu puree. As you squeeze, you keep adding water to help wash out the puree. I poured the fermented cassava into a sieve and started squeezing it. As I squeezed, I kept adding clean water to help wash out all the smooth cassava puree. Hi guys, please if you have watched this far, kindly like this video, subscribe to my channel. Your support truly means a lot to me. Thank you. After squeezing, this is what we have. The remain left behind are called the chaff. As you can see, all the useful starch has been extracted from it. So I poured the liquid through a safe cloth and tied it and left it on a boil overnight, so the excess water could drain out completely. By the next day, the fufu paste was ready for cooking. The next day, this is what we had: a smooth, settled fufu paste ready for cooking. I transferred it in a bowl until it was time to cook. I poured some water into a pot and placed the fufu paste into a mortar. I pounded it lightly first to make it smoother and easier to cook. Once the water started boiling, I began adding the fufu little by slapping it or hitting it the way you see me doing so. If you notice, I actually made a quantity my mortar can carry. Making traditional fufu is a 2-stage cooking process. For the first stage, which is the one I am doing so, you are going to cook it for like 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, pour it back into the mortar and pound it thoroughly until it becomes smooth. After pounding the first stage, then return it back to the pot bit by bit for the second cooking stage. I noticed the water has reduced, so I added more water. Cook for another 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, then pour it back into the mortar and pound it again until it becomes silky smooth. After pounding, I tied it in a nylon and just look at the result. I had some delicious leftover egusi soup at home, so I couldn't resist pairing it with this freshly prepared fufu. If you love this recipe, kindly like this video, subscribe, comment, share to your family and loved ones. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.